That's the whole point. You see, the I is the questions and the opinions and its experiences, its knowledge, its attention seeking, love seeking, right? You see that arising. This is the thought I that arises. And you are the very source of that thought. It arises from you, isn't it? It exists in you. It is witnessed by you and disappears in yourself. There is no thought that can survive the light of being observed. And becomes obvious, I am not that. I am not what arises and sets. I am what sees. That which sees. Well, to see is to be. To know it is to be it. So obvious, right? And yet, it is always overlooked. Because we give attention to thought, to feelings, emotions, sensations, perceptions, right? Energy, whatever, right? Because we believe to be the mind, we are told to be in the self, right? To be in the self until we realize that we are the self. To abide in the self until you remain as the self, which Ramana said. Right? It's effortless. Doesn't have to make an effort to see or to be. Because to see, to be is the same, the effortless existence, which is identical with consciousness or awareness or whatever people like to call it. So this come. The mind loses the power to rise. Yes.
through the identity of the seeker and trying to understand, looking after the chasing this understanding until it was clear that the understanding is coming spontaneously and the mind is just claiming it. So then it's like it's
Maybe you can speak louder. So
yeah, sure.
even I'm struggling to hear
Oh,
from
okay.
here. Yeah.
No, so I was saying that in this previous talk they were speaking that there's a tension and the seeker is trying to understand things and it helped a lot to see that the strong tendency, it is a strong tendency in this one too.
Anything you're seeking doesn't exist.
Yeah, yeah,
Even the self that you're seeking doesn't exist because it is what you are. The seeker itself doesn't exist. It appears to exist. It appears to be. So the seeker really doesn't exist. So how can exist what the seeker is seeking? That's why Ramana said, seek the seeker. Who is the seeker? Or from where the seeker emerged? One of the two. To be is effortless. To become, you have to make an effort. And that itself is misery, suffering. So why would anybody like or try to become anything? Hmm. There's nothing. Just I. Nothing but I. It's not a lazy state or a dull state. the contradiction to make an effort to remain effortless. Seeking is effort. Because seeking is effort, then apparently to stop seeking implies effort. But it's the cessation of all effort. I remember Ramana saying, the day will come when you will laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh of all your efforts. And you realize that you are what you're looking for by the means of effort, which itself is effortless. They also said that the whole point of effort is to become aware of the fact of the futility of it. The futility of effort. This is talking about him, something shows up here. Entering the heart means remaining without distractions. So entering, right? People understand it that there is an individual, someone, a person that will enter the heart. Right? Entering the heart means remaining without distractions. Now, what is a distraction? Thought. Or remaining without thought. The mind is only a transient phase. To remain as oneself, to remain as oneself is to enter the heart. So there is no entering as such. Which is what we are. We think we are something else, so we have to be spoken in such a way. Knowledge of being, that's the only knowledge that is there. Knowledge of being, of self-knowledge. Knowledge of something is ignorance because it's thought.
Now and then the body gets, so to say, paralyzed, like, don't, I don't know how to explain, like, don't, like, doesn't move. But still the thoughts are running.
Mm.
So what is it? Is it like the mind is doing this to attract attention?
Mm.
Instead of still.
Like in the dreams, the body is still in bed, and the mind creates another body and runs
Yeah, exactly.
around here and there with it.
Yeah.
So thoughts are like daydreams, like a dream within the dream. We get used to ignore them. So more you ignore them, less they arise. We give them life. We give them reality. Just ignore them. then you can experience deep sleep while awake. Mm. You're fully conscious. Even if you close your eyes, you still hear, right? And feel and smell and fully conscious of the surroundings and simultaneously experience the peace of deep sleep. Another way to put it, we are awake for one's reality and asleep for the world. Awake and sleep. Integrat sustituto. Because the silence of deep sleep it's not absent now, it is present now. And it is present as is just covered by thought. Self is all. It's a mistake or a misunderstanding that the self is only the nameless reality. The self is all. That we know only the manifested and unmanifested aspect of the self. Awakening state, sleep, manifested, unmanifested. We don't know that aspect of the self, which is neither manifest nor not manifest, it simply is. The other side of the moon that we cannot see. From here you cannot see. We have to walk around. If the self is all, then who is seeking the self? Well, there is nothing but the self. Who is seeking the self? We are seeking for the self, even as the self. If you understand this, you don't have to stop the mind. The mind will stop by itself.
Parents call the sandwich the inside. So from the outside, so squeezing,
I cannot hear you. The outside and the inside.
squeezing the ego in between.
In between.
Like sandwich.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
it's
Yes.
like the feeling of sandwich right now.
Yes. Yes. The outside, the inside, and the ego in between.
Mhm.
And then there is a realization the outside and the inside are one. See, this one in between, this one creates an in between, creates an idea of inside and outside, right? When this one keeps quiet, okay? See, that's the meaning of if you break a jar, the space from within merges with the space from outside. Because there is no, actually there was nothing in between ever.
Yeah.
There was an idea of in between. This is how the ego feels. Ramana Maharshi said the body doesn't say I, the self doesn't say I. Something in between appears as I, but it doesn't even appear, creates the in between, creates the idea that there is this and that. Oh, there's an article about my dad. Yeah, yeah, he was quite a character in the island. So,
a movie story of this about the last future and business.
but the idea is everything is a self. But the idea is to become aware of one's nameless, formless reality. Then all this will not bother you. Still may be pleasant, unpleasant, this and that. That's the nature of this. You can't help it. Go to the dentist, right? Injection, anesthesia, ow, pulling here and there, this and that. Pleasure, pain, pleasure, pain, pleasure, pain. That's all. Comfortable, uncomfortable. Nice, not nice. Sometimes even simultaneously, right? Nice cup of coffee, simultaneously toothache, right? And consciousness, whatever it is, plus consciousness. There cannot be anything minus consciousness. It's amazing, right? It's a common factor. It's a main thing. It's the most obvious, but less evident that there must be consciousness or consciousness. That's the word that has been used for ages. Right? Now there is this thing about consciousness or awareness or beyond this. Before that word existed, it was used the word knowledge. Knowledge of this, that, and the other, right? Knowledge. And to know that knowledge was self-knowledge. Knowledge that knows itself, self-knowledge. Knowledge of the awakened state, knowledge of the dream state, knowledge of deep sleep. Right? There is knowledge of it. There is not a nowhere of it. There is knowledge of it. We call later translated as consciousness, being, knowledge, bliss. Being, knowledge, bliss. Now is Sat Chit Ananda, whatever. This is truly to rest in peace. Right? This is real death, death of me.
We were using earlier this absolute consciousness, relative.
Absolute consciousness, relative consciousness. Absolute knowledge, relative knowledge. See?
So which one is right?
Mind.
Oh.
The I thought. It's relative because first it's not permanent. And it is dependent of the absolute. The absolute reflects the relative, like the moon reflects the sunlight. This is why the mind is called the reflection of the light of the self.
Yeah, awareness and consciousness, awareness.
And then we go into semantic.
Yeah.
And we're going to get lost there. Awareness or consciousness. Some people use awareness instead of consciousness. And some people use consciousness instead of mind. Okay? And Nisargadatta create, not Nisargadatta, I don't think Nisargadatta got nothing to do with that. The translator of Nisargadatta in English, he chose the word consciousness. As the thought I. That created the New Age war. No consciousness, not awareness. Who the hell cares? How you call it? This I. See, it is I. The right word is I. Right? I am I. When you read in Ramana's book, I means I am I. See, I am. Not I am this or that. I am. Who am I? I am. In deep sleep, I am. In the waking state, I am. In the dream state, I am. Then who am I? I am. I am. I am. I am. I. This is what Baba was explaining to some of the students. He asked, who am I? And somebody says, you are the divine consciousness. He says, no. Absolute consciousness, no. You are this, that. He said, no, 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 no. And then they say, then what? I am I. I am I. I am, I am. This is what the Bible means. I am, I am. I am that I am. This I am that I cannot know, that I can only be. And I cannot know it. I only can be it. The means to know it is to be it. Right? Because to know itself is ridiculous because it will have to split into two. Into known and unknown. Right? Because I am conscious. Right? And I am conscious because I am. So I am and consciousness, they are the same. Means the same. Existence is consciousness. I exist. So how do I know that I exist? Because I'm conscious, right? Of existence. I can only be conscious because I exist. So consciousness and existence are synonymous. It's the same. Mr. Ratanal used to say, existence without consciousness is impossible, right? Because to be conscious, you must exist. And consciousness without existence is impossible, right? So existence without consciousness is an absurd. To exist and not be conscious that you exist. That's the point. It's an absurd existence, right? And consciousness without existence is impossible. Consciousness is effortless. You see, so many ways talking about the same thing. So there was a huge battle between Brahmanists and Nisargadatis, between awareness and consciousness. Oh, good Lord. I had to deal with it with a person that was, you know the story, right? There was a person that was translating, I think, the last 2 or 3 Nisargadatta's books. It's a friend of mine. We met in Puttaparthi. She was friend of Ramesh Vasikar. She was attending his satsang, and she came to my satsang and said, "Do you have any written material?" And I said, "No." Any recordings? Yes, somebody has them. I don't know. I don't keep any of that stuff. You must publish this. And said, "Okay." And we were working, and at the end, she was basically, I don't know if it was grammatically or in what sense, like I was obliged to use the word awareness as, and I was not used to, to use that term for the absolute, right? Now, because Nisargadatta said, I don't care. How do you know Nisargadatta said that? Do you speak Marathi? Right? You don't know. You are getting the latest translation in English from Marathi, or in Marathi, somebody will have to give it to you. They have no choice but to follow the line of all the books that were written before, beginning with I am that. But that creates a mess. You know, what exists prior to consciousness and all that stuff. So that consciousness is a relative consciousness. Even Ramana said so. Consciousness of consciousness on consciousness. That's relative consciousness. There must be an absolute consciousness that witnesses the other one. That is what consciousness actually is. Also, that was translated like that in English.
That is mind, consciousness and consciousness. Consciousness.
Right? Because remember that people understand by consciousness being conscious. If I'm not conscious, then I am unconscious. Right? I am unconscious, right? Like when I faint, huh? Or sleeping, deep sleep, or when you're under anesthesia or something, unconscious. How do you know there is unconsciousness? Just raise this question. How do you know there is unconsciousness? Who was conscious of consciousness? You speak about unconsciousness, there must be a consciousness of unconsciousness. So people use that term consciousness, right? Consciousness, subconsciousness, unconsciousness. Then you must speak about the super consciousness, right? Which is beyond the three. And so on. All this is just people get caught in all these words.
About subconsciousness. Like, well, sorry, when it comes to the surface, it's already consciousness. So how do we, why we call it subconsciousness? I mean, it's comes as something we get aware of.
This is why it's called relative consciousness. Because now it is, and then it is not.
Yeah.
And who is the one that knows that this one is and this one is not? And who knows it? I. Right? So it is I. What knows, see, the presence of this tree, right? Or the absence of the tree, because they alternate each other, right? When one is present, the other one is absent. When awakened state is present, dream state and deep sleep is absent. When the dream state is present, awakened state and deep sleep is absent, right? And who is this one that knows about this tree? This is why it's called the force. The force is the knower of the other tree, right? The fourth state of Turiya, right? But you say, wait a second, these three are not separate from the fourth. So there is neither three nor fourth, right? And this is Turiya Tit. Is the witness. And what the witness is witnessing is one. Then who is witnessing what? Who is witnessing what? And this is the state beyond witnessing, see? Because there is nothing to be witnessed. If the self alone is, see, that is Turiya Tit. So the ceramic is the witness of the cup, right? The awakened state is the cup painted in blue. A dream state, you paint it in red. And deep sleep, you paint it in black. And this one is the witness of the other one. This is, so the ceramic is the witness of the cup, right? You can be, this is when you go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, right? So there is no witness and there is no witnesser and the witnessed. So there is no witness neither. This is beyond the witness or beyond witnessing. At the end of the day, how you call it is not the problem. Do you understand whatever word you're using to refer to yourself means? This is getting to you, talking about you. But also, we put the absolute as something else that I will experience, that I will know. The knower of the truth, the knower of the self. There is no knower of the self, but there is not you, one that is going to know the other. When even the idea of witnesses, of witnessing or a witness false.
¿Aló? ¿Aló, César? No te escucho. Déjame ver si apagando estas cosas. ¿Aló?
No, te oigo, te oigo. ¿Tú me oyes? No, entonces tiene que haber un problema con tu audio.
Un momento. Estoy cambiando algo por aquí.
Yo no oigo nada, bro.
¿Aló?
Más o menos se oye, muy bajito, pero a ver, continúa.
¿Aló?
Sí, te oigo un poquito.
¿Ahora?
Sí,
Mm, no escucho. Mm,
tú me oyes.
¿Ahora quizás?
Ahora te oigo mejor.
Sí, sí, no, está bien. Muchas gracias, César. Disculpa por esta cuestión técnica. Cuando estabas hablando en inglés, me quedé choqueado cuando estabas diciendo who is the wit- who is witnessing what,
Mm,
¿no? If the self alone is,
mm.
¿no? Y creo que cuando explicaste, ¿no? Que quien está presente en la vigilia, en el sueño con sueño y en el sueño profundo es eso que le llaman el self en inglés, ¿no es cierto? ¿Sí?
Sí, pero la palabra self
Ujú.
se usa como verbo.
Ajá,
Self or existence, not a self or a being. Being as existence, as a verb, not,
ya.
not as a noun.
Entonces, la traducción es el yo o el yo soy.
Pero sí, pero eso es la que, eso es lo que la indagación te lleva a darte cuenta.
Bueno, está bien. O sea, si me permite decirle que, o sea, me he quedado
¿Quién sabe?
choqueado.
¿Quién es el que sabe de la
Ajá.
existencia de esos tres estados? Yo. O
Ujú,
sea, que yo existo como yo,
ujú,
como
ujú.
el que sabe, como el que conoce, como el que ve,
Está bien. O sea, es simplemente, César, que no hacía esa asimilación que tú en estos segundos has explicado. Simplemente lo veía como allá, hay un yo que se mueve de aquí para allá y más allá y siempre está presente, pero no me identificaba y no lo asimilaba como yo soy eso, ¿no? O sea, yo soy eso que está, ¿no? Siempre presente.
Sí, pero no se mueve de aquí por allá, no se puede mover por ningún lado.
Bueno, siempre está presente, ¿no? Siempre es, ¿no? Entonces, simplemente era un estado como de despertar, de haber malinterpretado o reducido mi interpretación a algo que, o sea, es lo más claro que puede hablar meridianamente, ¿no? O sea,
Si yo
es
entiendo
simplemente,
que yo soy eso, y aunque sea intelectualmente, si me queda claro, es obvio, evidente, ¿dónde está la pregunta acerca de práctica y esfuerzo para alcanzar lo que soy, obtener lo que soy? Si ya soy eso, ¿qué debo de hacer para ser lo que soy? Automáticamente la mente se calla.
ujú,
De nuevo, la pregunta acerca de práctica o esfuerzo simplemente no surge.
ujú. Pero fíjate, César, no estoy poniendo un pero por las puras, ¿no? Este, conocí hace unos días atrás a un señor iraní norteamericano que propone una sociología del autoconocimiento, teniendo como su telón de fondo el sufismo, ¿ya? Pero lo lleva a una intelectualización que, o sea, yo dije, no, o sea, esto es, o sea, es un laberinto muy grande para el autoconocimiento. Y lo que has explicado en menos de 1 minuto y 30 segundos, ¿no? Es el autoconocimiento. ¿Se podría decir?
¿Y qué es autoconocimiento? Es el conocimiento de uno mismo. ¿No? Eso se llama autoconocimiento, no el conocimiento de algo. ¿No?
Ujú, claro, no hay dualidad.
Es nuestro propio ser. Es nuestro propio ser, no es otro ser del que yo me apropio.
Sí. O, eh, caen, o sea, por su propio peso, cosas que me has dicho a lo largo de, no sé, los años o los meses, ¿no? Cuando hablamos de, por ejemplo, la descolonización y tú simplemente moviste el faro de atención y dijiste, aquí el único colonizador, el acto de descolonizar y el descolonizado es uno, que es básicamente, ¿no? El ego, me dijiste, ¿no? O la mente. Entonces, hay gente que está, o sea, trabajando, pero con muchas teorías, ¿no? Entonces, cuando hablan de descolonización, están en teorías, ¿no? O sea, no entran al fondo de lo que es el autoconocimiento.
Todos hablan, pero muchos pero no son incapaces de callarse la boca, ¿sí? De quedarse quietos,
Ujú.
de quedarse en silencio.
Claro, eso me incluye a mí, que a veces me he reído a distancia también, creo que hasta de mí mismo, pero por un largo tiempo he estado en silencio, ¿no? Y hoy día era un poco que me pinchaste como para reconocer mi ignorancia, ¿no? Y por eso quería decírtelo, ¿no? Me ha gustado mucho lo que has dicho, aunque no he captado todo lo que dijiste en inglés, y la aclaración que has hecho es acerca de que no, entre verbo y nombre, ¿no? Entre sustantivo y verbo, ¿no? Sí. Es eso, nada más, César, que no es nada más, sino lo que lo es todo.
Envía la mente, yo. ¿Quién es la mente? El que ve. ¿Quién es el que ve al que ve? Ve al que ve y el que ve desaparece. Y lo que queda es ver. Lo he repetido 1 millón de veces. ¿Sí?
Disculpa, César.
Ya, si el que entendió los tres estados mentales, entendió que él ya es el testigo de esos tres. Es obvio. Todas son experiencias de quién, mía. ¿Quién es el experimentador? Yo, ¿no? Pero la gente entiende que es una pregunta, que no, es una explicación. La explicación es más que suficiente. Pues se dice que el gurú es el que remueve la ignorancia del buscador. El buscador no tiene que hacer nada, tiene que simplemente escuchar con atención. Si necesita que le digan algo.
Mm. Mm.
¿Quiere que yo no lo haya dicho antes?
No, si lo he grabado en más de 900 videos que he editado. O sea que no hay excusa. Pero es justamente el peso de de ese dualismo, ¿no? O sea, que me lleva a intelectualizarlo de la manera más chata, ¿no? Y más enana que puede haber, ¿no? O sea, entonces simplemente hago la comprensión, pero como para repetir como un loro. Quizás el loro en algún momento, o sea, tome conciencia de que no
No,
es loro.
loro no puede tomar conciencia que no es loro.
Estoy jugando con la figura de Tirso. Pero bueno, lo dejo porque ahí veo que hay otra mano levantada.
Ok,
Gracias, César.
ok.
Hola César,
Hola, Alvin, ¿cómo estás?
muy bien, muy bien. Lo que te voy a preguntar es muy probable que lo hayas respondido en alguna otra ocasión, pero creo que si fue así, discúlpame, que la pregunta es la siguiente. Cuando hay hay una autoobservación y aparece un trasfondo de paz, si observamos ese trasfondo y esa observación se hace profunda, ¿se puede perder la conciencia de cuerpo o la pérdida de conciencia de cuerpo surge por sí misma, no por ningún esfuerzo?
La pérdida de conciencia del cuerpo no es necesario o no es necesaria para darse cuenta de que se es ese trasfondo. Es decir, se puede tener conciencia del trasfondo, pero no se tiene claramente, no se entiende claramente que ese trasfondo es lo que se es, porque todavía estoy yo como el conocedor del trasfondo.
Sí,
¿Mm? Cuando la idea de ser el trasfondo desaparece, entonces sé que soy el trasfondo. ¿Mm? Ese conocimiento puede venir o no acompañado de la pérdida de conciencia de cuerpo. Pero no es necesario perder la conciencia de cuerpo para saber que ese es el trasfondo. ¿Me sigues?
sí, sí,
Lo que hay
perfecto.
que perder es la conciencia de mente, es decir, el pensamiento yo desaparece
Estamos aquí.
y lo que queda es otro yo, ¿sí? Que no dice nada, que no dice que es, pero que no dice que es. ¿Mm? Que se conoce como yo,
Correcto,
aún así no dice yo.
correcto.
No dice yo, aún así es yo.
Me recuerdo ahora en la última intervención que me repetiste varias veces. Eso es lo que eres, pero yo no lo entendía. Tuve que pensarlo mucho.
En el sueño profundo lo que hay es absoluto silencio, ¿cierto?
Sí,
Si todo desaparece, pero yo no desaparezco, entonces yo debo ser, por lógica inclusive, ese silencio.
Observando ese silencio, se es muy consciente eh, y a veces se, se pierde la mirada y empiezan los demás. Ay, ¿estás aquí? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa?
Mm, sí.
No, uno no sabe ni qué decirle,
No, uno va aprendiendo, no, no pasa nada.
pero en otras ocasiones, sintiendo eso, observando eso,
Uno aprende a hacerse el loco.
a veces a mí me sobresalta un miedo a, a que vaya, a qué dirá la gente. Y ese miedo me saca, César, de ese estado. No sé vencer todavía.
Dicen, o sea, uno puede que no se entere, pero ya la... Y en nuestra región, bueno, el chisme nos nutre.
Sí, este,
Y así decíamos nosotros cuando hubo una época que era muy famoso decirle eso a la gente, cuando escuchaba a la gente chismoseando, decía, ay, hijo, el chisme te nutre, le decían. Cualquier cosa que la gente piense de ti es completamente inadecuada. ¿Sí? No, va a decir, eres tres. ¿No? Uno, lo que tú crees que tú eres, el cuerpo. Otro, lo que la gente piensa que eres, las características, cualidades, atributos. Y otro, lo que realmente eres.
lo que realmente
De
eres.
lo que realmente eres, ni tú ni nadie puede pensar en ello, ni uno mismo. Uno puede ser uno mismo, pero uno puede pensar en uno mismo. Cualquier otra cosa que la gente piense de uno, pues, ¿qué diferencia hay si es positivo o negativo? No tiene amigos y familia, no necesariamente uno tiene que ser tan radical o, o duro. ¿No? Uno va aprendiendo a hacer el museo, como dicen aquel, el loco.
El loco.
¿Todo bien? ¿Todo bien? No, parece que estaba, no pasa nada.
Eh, el incomprendido.
Si ni siquiera uno se entiende a uno mismo.
Sí,
Yo empatizo con ellos. No te entiendo. Te entiendo perfectamente que no me entiendes porque yo tampoco me entiendo.
sí, sí. Sí. Eh, yo generalmente escribo todas las preguntas que te voy a hacer para no divagar mucho, porque es que cuando estoy hablando contigo, eh,
La pregunta.
se me hace tan difícil encontrar las palabras a veces y las pienso y cuando le escucho la grabación digo, pero entre una palabra y otra yo duré como un minuto y buscando, buscando.
Sí,
Gracias, César.
a la orden.
Espero que alguna,
Ajá.
espero que en algún momento la divinidad me dé
Nada, ¿quién te va a dar nada?
la, la dicha de estar en su presencia o en
Ay,
su
mío, que
lugar.
uno observa eso hasta, hasta darse cuenta de que sé eso, que lo que estoy es observándome a mí mismo, ¿sí? Conociéndome a mí mismo tal cual y como soy, eso es autoconocimiento. Si creo ser el individuo, entonces pareciera que yo como individuo me estoy haciendo consciente de eso, ¿sí? Observando eso, la idea de ser el individuo desaparece en eso. Sí. El sentido de individualidad se disuelve en eso y uno permanece como eso. Uno siempre fue eso y siempre es eso y no puede no ser eso. Eso porque ¿cómo lo llamo? ¿Sí? ¿Cómo lo voy a llamar? Yo. Ujú. Sí, yo soy eso. ¿Yo no? Ah,
Buenísimo.
ah, sí, no.
Hay algo ahí tan evidente cuando uno pasa a ser el, el que ve al que ve.
Al que ve desaparece. Como una burbuja de jabón. Así, ¡pop!
Sí,
Una noción errada, conocimiento erróneo, identificación errónea, pensamiento erróneo.
quisiera seguir hablando contigo, pero ya son las 16, aunque el tiempo no existe.
Que tengo no existe, igual me tengo que levantar a las 5:30 a preparar desayuno y almuerzo.
Sí, sí,
La cocina del ashram abre aquí muy temprano y yo siempre llego primero.
sí,
Ok, entonces nos vemos
sí.
sin el espejo. Hasta mañana.